Hello and welcome to The Sharpest Teeth. I am Saturn, and today we are doing a read for the collective, a general read, and I got a couple cards here that are backwards for some reason. We had the Page of Cups, I think. Yep, Page of Cups, and the Devil, and the Tower was backwards, but that was on me. I don't know how these other ones got backwards. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, well, okay. And right on cue, my cat is yelling. And we have the Hermit as well here. So let's just take a look at this, I guess. You know? Why not? I've been doing an art project with these cards, and so that's why they were backwards. But I forgot that the Hermit was not one of these. Here we go. We got these guys. Hello. The Devil is about addictions coming to the surface, exciting ideas that you might be having. You might be having a lot of different exciting ideas. And I just noticed that they both have little... the people chained here, if we can get it to focus, the people chained here have horns, and there we go. They have horns and tails, and this person's tail is made of grapes. So this could be some overindulgence in alcohol coming to the surface here, overindulgence in passion, or like, okay, so here's the passion thing. The passion thing that's coming up for me is overindulgence in passions, like sexually, yes, but also if you have a project or something that you're excited about, or even like if work is your passion, whatever your passion is right now, it's possible that you're just like diving really deep into it, and there is some intuition coming to the surface here for you about how to approach it. Like, it seems like a really exciting idea. We have the Hermit here. I really think you could be getting into a project, and I'm just getting like, make sure you're not using that project as a distraction from your intuition and your feelings. What is this? I don't know. You get the gist. You understand that these are tarot cards. I am using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It's a little small deck. It's a small little deck. Not as small as some decks that I have. Anyway. We got small decks over here. So the Page of Cups is, I'm hearing like dreams. Maybe you're having more interesting dreams lately. There could be some messages in your dreams for you, and that is when you're actually getting some rest. The Hermit is about shining a light on the unknown a little bit of the unknown, a little bit of going into the darker areas of your life, of your subconscious. It could be shedding a light on these dreams that you're having. And it could be that it's a big dream. It's a waking dream that you are manifesting into reality with this Devil card. And the Hermit is showing you. I'm seeing like all of these different ideas. And we have a 6-pointed star in his little lantern here. And the Hermit is also about seeking counsel, being shown the way, So it's possible you may find some benefit in seeking counsel. Oh, and these two cards didn't want to come up with me. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing like a lot of working here. A lot of just doing stuff. And also a sense of fulfillment in that with the Queen of Pentacles here. Like, you know that this is where you are meant to be right now and what you are meant to be doing, but it could possibly be that you are overextending yourself, kind of burning yourself out at both ends. You know, this could be where you are finding joy. This could be like the place that you feel that is the only place you are finding joy, but I don't think that's true. I think that's just a narrative. That's a story you're telling yourself that might not be true. Even if it's not overtly like conscious that you're telling yourself this story, you know, especially with a lot of these like subconscious things going on. But yeah, I definitely I see success here, but I also see burnout, overextending yourself, harming yourself in certain ways, seeking this passion. And the Hermit is very much like slow moving and asking you to pay attention to the details. The Page of Cups is asking you to pay attention to your intuition. What are the signs that you're getting? How can you slow down? Are you taking any time to write? We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this definitely is like this Queen of Pentacles, or this Queen of Pentacles upright with the Queen of Wands in reverse is very much like get into your slow moving Queen of Pentacles vibes rather than this fast moving Queen of Wands vibes, because you are kind of at odds with bringing all of this to true fruition and like true wealth, and like really the success that you are looking for is getting kind of blocked by this Queen of Wands. And for those of you who are actually in a relationship, there is a possibility of duplicity here. There could be some sneaking around happening is what I'm getting. Like, this is like a completely different message for somebody else, but yeah, there's something going on. There's somebody who is trying to get in the way of your happiness, your coming together with this other person. And I'm also kind of just seeing like maybe this other person is fucking around, and maybe they're fucking around on you. Maybe you're not together yet and they're just kind of fucking around to figure out what it is that they want. Like, it's possible that this is crazy. I don't usually do this type of stuff. It's possible that like you have a soulmate out there who is kind of distracted right now and maybe in a relationship that is not super great for either of them, and you're just kind of over here like, okay, I'm chilling, I'm waiting. For those of you in poly situations, I'm curious about this. This is like a totally new thread that I'm following here. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords, so definitely, like, this is a learning period for them about, hello, Page of Swords. This is a learning period for them, or for you also, about, like, drawing your boundaries, communicating your truth, like, what is the need. It's possible that some truth is going to come to light or has come to light already, with this fooling around stuff that's happening, and it's kind of up to you to decide what you want to do with this truth. This is completely new territory for you and for the other person to be in here. And I was going to do a reading for Pisces, is my truth. I was going to do a reading for Pisces, but I couldn't find the cards that I've been using for the zodiac signs, so this could be Pisces specific. This could be Pisces specific, okay? So you're in this learning territory of new truths coming up. Oh, this person could be traveling. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. There could be kids involved in this dynamic who are being affected, and like it's possible with the Page of Swords in reverse, or it's upright. The Page of Swords upright and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. That, you know, kids notice more than we think that they do. Even if it's just feelings, they're very intuitive. This could be affecting the kids, though, if that's relevant to you. And some of you could be possibly, I don't want to say this, but some of you possibly could be getting a divorce with this spread here. It's possible. It's not, you know, I'm not saying that will definitely happen. I wanted to say obviously, but maybe it's not obvious to some of you. And I don't want that to be like scary. I don't think that you're scared right now. I think it's just practice. It's just finding out. And then also, I think that there is like inner child work coming out. Definitely a lot of inner child stuff coming up for you. And I think I have the Six of Wands here. So I think that if you focus on this inner child stuff, oh, and the Hierophant as well. And the Tower in reverse. So that Tower did come up eventually. Okay. Yeah. The Tower's already fallen. Like my friend Shannon said in the comments of the last video I made, the Tower is already fallen. And okay, and we have the Three of Wands. Like you're looking at like, what do you really want to be doing right now? What is actually going to lead you to success? Which we do have some level of success. So it could be that if you do choose to get a divorce, this could be a big turning point for you. You could be finally accepting that the Tower has fallen. There is some avoidance, but like mainly if you work with that child, that inner child, and the children, like the Hierophant is like tradition, and like traditionally people didn't get divorces, you know? People didn't get divorces. You could be bypassing this Tower and being like, no, you're like I see you like you're taking charge. You're taking control of how the Tower falls, which is not usually how that works, but you're like, no, this is how it's gonna happen. Okay, and we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. People are kind of like people may be judging you for how you're going about this. But based on your experiences and what you have and what you want, you are currently making the choices that you see are right for you. Sorry, this reading totally took a left turn here. But that's what I got for those of you who may be in a situation like this. Yeah, and there is like there is a seeking counsel. It could be with the Hierophant, it could be like legal counsel, and with the Hermit is more a spiritual counsel. So you could be seeking both. The Knight of Swords in reverse is like, I think there's like passive aggression happening that you may need to take a look at. I think that there is some suppressed anger, some suppressed ferocity and righteousness that you have, and like it is actually kind of leading the charge in a way that you don't realize or see or fully accept. And then Judgment in reverse. So there's definitely there are some calls that you're making that might be a little iffy with that motivation. I definitely would suggest you sort through those feelings instead of avoiding them, like we said. And I think like that could go for either side of this, like whoever's on either side of this. I think that the inner child work, the seeking different perspectives, and the really letting yourself feel your emotions and looking at like what it is that's actually driving you and how you are judging yourself and others and how that is affecting your sense of self-worth. And also like if you are, I don't know, I'm just seeing this Judgment card and I'm seeing like you're just trying to keep it dead. You're just trying to keep this on ice. And in doing so, like while keeping the other things on ice, the fire in other areas is like flaring up, and it's just there's not equilibrium here. But I do think that if you work together, there will be some modicum of success. And if we can get this Queen of Wands influence out of the picture, that would bring something better. And also like letting the tower fall and not trying to control exactly how it falls, because you may be surprised actually by the benefits and by the spiritual awakenings that come from letting this tower fall. Like you don't need to be afraid to let this tower fall. It's already fallen, it's already fallen, and you're trying to like control the narrative. There's a lot going on here. You're trying to control the narrative instead of just like letting it go and going with the flow. And I think that is the best option here, like you really got to sit with yourself. You need some time to recoup instead of just go, let's do these things, like I really see you kind of like going after like, we got to heal this immediately right now. And it's just kind of like, actually, you could slow down, you could take a break. You don't have to seek this like these levels of success as fervently as you are, because it's actually kind of getting in the way of your blessings. And slowing down, healing, taking some time with your work if we're talking about the people who are doing the work and the people who are kind of getting swept up, because I definitely see like there's a lot of people getting swept up in stuff and really needing to take a beat and take a look at like, how did you do things in the past and how do you want to do things differently this time? Because however you did the things in the past just led to this tower, so you're gonna need something different. I hope that that helped and I hope that it made sense. I need to go eat some food, and the messages have just been to slow down recently. So I guess this was kind of a combo. This was like a 2-for-1 combo. Uh, Message for Pisces came through just a bit, but I will be doing, an actual official Pisces reading that I didn't get around to this week. So stick around for that, and if I find my deck of cards, then we'll do that. Yeah, slow down. That's been the messaging lately. Slow down, seek advice, do things a little differently, and forgive yourself. Those have been the messages. Okay. Thank you for watching. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, put a comment down there. And I don't know. Always reach out to me if you want to get a reading or something. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.